This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com. Welcome to Film Riot Mondays. I don't feel good. The show must go on.
What a trooper.
What a trooper. It is good tea, though. How do you edit green screen behind a glass window transparent object? Check out this episode from Video Copilot. That's right. My answer is to send you to somebody else's video. I don't feel good. What is the best way to develop a basic idea for a story? I usually develop my stories by coming up with the initial concept, or sometimes it's even just a sequence. There's this action sequence, and I love the idea of how that feels and what that film would be like, and then I start building the blocks around that. Okay, well, who are the characters that are involved in this concept, or what is the overall conflict there, and I start building on top of that. So you start with this core, this central idea, be it a sequence, a line of dialogue, or even a character or a general concept that you really like, and then you just start constructing around that bit by bit. Who are the players in this world? What is the world like? What are those rules? And it all just builds out on top of that. What Rebibu and Blu-ray has the best behind-the-scenes content that you have seen?
Ryan, answer the question.
Anything from David Fincher. Or actually, The Edge of Tomorrow was really good too. You were trapped on an island and you get to bring 3 movies. What do you bring? I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park, obviously.
Jurassic Park?
Indiana Jones. And the third one has to be one that keeps me happy, so I don't hang myself from the nearest coconut tree. I'm gonna go with It's a Wonderful Life. Those are my 3. I have 3 fingers. Each represents a movie. Are adaptation scripts of a book, other movie, or based on history, etc., more likely to get made than a completely original script? I think there's definitely a better chance of something getting pushed through if it's based on some kind of pre-existing property, because it has brand recognition. People hear the name or see it and they know exactly what it is. It gets them excited, more likely to go and shell out money at the box office, which is why you see all the major big blockbuster films, all the films that studios are chucking money at are things that have brand recognition, because it's a safer bet and audiences have proven that that's what they're going to spend money on. So it's not that Hollywood's out of ideas, it's that they're giving us what they want. They're a business and they want to make money, so we dictate what they make with our wallet at the box office. But there are plenty of great original films still being made, especially more on the lower budgeted range. 2014 had a slew of fantastic original films like Birdman, Whiplash, things like that. Some of them are based on books, of course. That's always happened, that will continue to happen, but there's a lot of really great properties as well, so it's a balancing act. I think a great story is a great story, whether it's based on something or not. Do's and don'ts of Warp Stabilizer. Do's and don'ts of Warp Stabilizer. I mean, really, Warp Stabilizer is awesome. It's just a matter of not using it too much. I usually dial it as far back as possible just to take the edge off of some of the movement. It's a good idea to know that you're going to use it when you're shooting. That way you shoot accordingly. If there's too much shake or too much blur, it's not going to work. It's going to look awful. That's when you get that warble. I've had that a few times in my stuff. It's a matter of, training your eye to catch it when it's happening, so you can dial that back, because that warbly effect that it gives is a dead giveaway that you're using Warp Stabilizer. So for me, the only real don't is make sure you're not using it too much to where it becomes obvious that you are using it.
Unless you want to use it as like an effect.
Unless you want to use it as an effect, which we have done in an older episode, this one right here. Best movie of 2014. As of right now, which there is like 5 or 6 movies that I definitely think would be in competition, but I have not seen them yet, like Whiplash, which I need to see as soon as possible. But as of right now, I would definitely say Birdman is my number 1 of the year. That movie was just amazing on all levels, freaking fantastic. As far as like popcorn blockbuster movies go, Edge of Tomorrow, definitely. And I think my favorite comedy of the year would probably be Lego Movie, actually. Domain.com is the place to go if you want healing for your sick body. Because if you want health, you clearly need a website. And Domain.com has hosting plans that are reliable and affordable. They got the domain discovery service to help pick the right name for you. When you use the coupon code FilmRiot at checkout, you get 15% off your domain name and web hosting. And think domain names, think health.
When you're sick, you kind of just seem drunk.
I'm telling you, I sound like guy at trying to store corporation businesses.
Logo.
So that's it for today, which means it's time for my suggestion of the week. This one's called Eye of the Storm, and it is just pretty. It is so gorgeous to look at. Definitely check it out right here. And until next time, don't forget to write, shoot, edit, repeat.